morning, everybody. Welcome to Loretta's Front Page. Thanks, Alex, for your program this morning. We always love to hear your new releases. They get us going, absolutely get us going, every Wednesday morning from 7 o'clock. So thanks, Alex, for your great program. Welcome to the program, coming to you from Wadawurrung country here in Geelong. Do you know that breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer among women in Australia? And we're going to be speaking about breast cancer this morning between 9 and 10. Approximately 75 Australians are diagnosed each day, and that equates to over 20,000 Australians diagnosed with breast cancer each year. 20,000. When you think about the population of a small, regional town in Geelong. That's 1 in 7 women are diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. Now, while these stats can feel really heavy, today we're going to be connecting with and talking about 3 organisations that are tackling breast cancer on 3 fronts, and one of them is located here in Geelong. Now, you might remember Samuel Johnson set off on his unicycle to ride around Australia and raise $1 million for the charity that he and his sister Connie began. Now, that was over 10 years ago that Love Your Sister was launched, and they did more than raise the $1 million. They've gone on to raise $20 million for breast cancer research. Now, there are many ways to raise money and awareness. And our first guest this morning is actually using her talent for songwriting to help further the Love Your Sister cause. So it's a great privilege of mine to welcome half of the dynamic alt-country duo hailing from South Gippsland, No Promises, Janine Garvey, to the program. Janine, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
No, it's wonderful. I get excited when people do what they love, but then they help us do good things with that. So you are using your gift of songwriting and singing, and you've created a beautiful tribute to your friend Becky, which we're going to talk about in a moment. But you've given us a simple way to be able to help raise funds with Love Your Sister, with breast cancer research. Tell us, how does this work? How are you helping us to help others?
It's really simple. A lot of people want to donate to various charities, and they just don't have the money. You know, people are struggling. This is a really simple way to help. All you have to do is stream the song anywhere. You can play it on YouTube, which is free. You can play it on Spotify. There's free versions of that. Anywhere you can find the song, streaming that will raise money to Love Your Sister.
I know, it's so simple. I love this concept. So the song that you're looking for is Standing Room, and it is a song that you wrote about your friend Becky, who passed away now 25 years ago from leukemia. Can you tell us a little bit about Becky?
She was just such a fantastic, strong woman. We used to be in a band together, and she taught me to harmonise. Like, we're just great mates. You know, we had plenty of nights sitting around the fire, you know, barbecues, and which is mentioned in the song. Singing great days. She was just amazing, and she battled leukemia for such a long time. But yeah, obviously it took her in the end.
How old was she when she passed away?
I think she was 22 or thereabouts. Very young. So young
indeed. So, as you say, Becky battled with leukemia. Why have you chosen Love Your Sister as the organisation to really support with the release of this new single?
I chose Love Your Sister because it's a bit close to my heart. My sister and mother-in-law both are breast cancer survivors. I've got friends that have battled it as well. I've got one that's battling it right now. She's just been diagnosed. But everybody knows somebody or has someone in the family that's had breast cancer, sadly. It's just everywhere. So that's why I chose that, really.
Fantastic. And, it's really... Love Your Sister are really trying to tackle the problem at the start, at the root of it, in raising money for research, which is so needed.
Oh, Samuel's amazing, and that's the other reason I chose too, because he's such a warrior when it comes to, the cause. Like, he's just done so much, and I know that the money will go, where it needs to go.
Yeah, I saw that on their website. It says, every cent goes to where it needs to go. It's not sucked up in administration and all those things. I also saw that he recorded a video tribute to you and Eric about the song.
He did. He's just so amazing. I couldn't believe it. it brought tears to my eyes. He's just such a beautiful human.
Yeah, if you love Samuel, you can jump on Janine's Facebook page, No Promises, the band's Facebook page, and if you scroll down, you'll see the tribute that he gives in thanking you guys for being part of this. So tell us a bit about No Promises, the duo that you are in with Eric. Now, you formed in 2020, so my brain wonders, were you combating COVID boredom, or did COVID give you some space to create? How did this all come about, your duo?
Yeah, I think all of that, really. We sort of knew each other. We were in other bands, cover bands, obviously playing other people's songs, but both of us really wanted more. I'd been wanting to really just release original music for so long, and so had he. So we got together during lockdown. Obviously, I was homeschooling 4 children, which, was really tough. So I tended to lock myself away in my bedroom a bit, and I just was writing just constantly. Sometimes I'd write 3 or 4 songs a day.
My Lord.
And I'd send them to Eric. We used an iPad, and we had GarageBand, and so I'd sing a song and play into that, and then he'd send it back with electric guitars and drums and everything. It was just amazing. And, and then when we could finally get together, we went and rehearsed at his place, and in that session we wrote like 5 songs. There's a couple went on our first album. But yeah, we just clicked instantly.
That's amazing. And do you live close by-ish, or are you fairly, is it a bit of a trek to get to each other?
He's in Venus Bay and I'm in Foster, so it's about like 40 minutes drive. So, but we rehearse twice a week, so it's really important to do that if you want to really make it and connect well.
Fantastic.
So yeah.
So you've got a great pairing by the sounds of it. Your sound is great. We're going to hear Standing Room in a little minute, and so everyone can actually, hear the sound that you and Eric are putting out there, which is really full, and it's I know there's a real energy, like a really progressive energy about the music that I've been listening to, that you've been creating. So congrats! I think it's fabulous that you're, stepping out from playing other people's music, allowing that creativity to flow. It must feel amazing when you're up on stage and you know that they're your words and they're your stories that you're telling.
Oh, it's amazing. And when you look out at the audience and you see them dancing and singing the lyrics, like, it just blows my mind. It's just amazing.
You were like, I was in my bedroom and there were kids banging on the door saying, I can't get the iPad to work. And you're like, hang on, there's a song coming through. Like, this is how it all gets created, doesn't it?
It's just amazing.
So tell us a little bit about the writing of Standing Room.
Yeah, so I wrote that during lockdown because obviously I was alone with my thoughts a lot. I'd always wanted to write a song for Becky to honour her somehow. Like, that's the best way that I knew how I could honour her memory was with music, obviously, because that was our big connection. And yeah, it came pretty easily. And so I've sort of sat on it for a while, and we thought, maybe we'll release it this year. And then I looked at the dates, and I thought, my God, she's been gone 25 years. The years just slipped by.
Wow.
So we actually released it on the 25th anniversary of her death. So yeah, it's just a significant day for me. But yeah, it's good to get it out there.
Oh, absolutely. And when you started to put pen to paper, I mean, in the lyrics, and we'll hear it soon when we hear the song, there's lots of references to time spent together. Was that the best part about being with Becky? Was it about the connection and the time that you actually, were just being together and singing?
Yeah, absolutely. Every time we got together, it's just precious. And it just brings back memories of, little moments that we shared, rehearsing and things like that. But it's important to me that she's remembered. And so just now everyone's saying her name. It's just great to have that out in the universe again.
And what's been the reaction from her family?
Wonderful. I've only really spoken with her husband. He's been amazing. He actually gifted me her 12-string guitar, which is it just blew me away. So I've got that in my music room, sitting pride of place. And we use that on the cover of the single.
Yes. But
he's been wonderful. Like, he's just loving that, the same thing, that her name's out there again and people are remembering her.
Yeah, so very, very special. Janine, are you ever coming to Geelong? Can we see you at a live gig somewhere this side of of the Westgate?
I've been wanting to go to Geelong for so long because we've got a few fans down that way. So definitely, I think we'll start looking into venues and get down there.
All right. Well, when you know when you're coming, can you let us know so I can let everyone else know so we can, make it a thing and make sure that No Promises gets the recognition that you deserve. We're going to have a listen to Standing Room now. Congratulations on the single. Thank you for making it accessible and easy for us to donate to Love Your Sister. So all we need to do is head to YouTube and listen to it. This blows my mind. This is actually a thing. Or we can head to Spotify and search it up. So we're looking for No Promises is the band, and we're looking for Standing Room. And each download clicks over and puts money in the Love Your Sister bank. That's right, isn't it?
That's exactly right. Yep, 100% of the funds go to there.
Amazing. I love it. I love it so much. Janine, thanks so much. Thanks for being available this morning and creating this. Let's have a listen to No Standing. I always want to say No Standing Room, just because it's No Promises, but Standing Room. Here we go.
Long days, short nights, and sunsets on the boulevard. Warm breeze, salted, and late night walks on the sand. Wishes were horses we'd ride together. Never let anyone in our way. If we were dolphins, we'd float forever. If we had wings, we'd fly away. Standing room, gone too soon, and I just can't even try to understand. Said a prayer, felt you there. Now somehow I've got to learn to live again. Late nights, long flights, and talking late on the phone. Tattoos and barrooms, we'd stumble on down the road. Old friends, loud tunes, and sing-song afternoon. Fire nights and food fights and summer barbecues. Wishes were horses we'd ride together. Never let anyone in our way. If we were dolphins, we'd float forever. If we had wings, we'd fly away. Standing room, gone too soon, and I just can't even try to understand. Said a prayer, felt you there. Now somehow I've got to learn to live again. Now the time, it has passed long ago. So now I just wanted you to know that I still think about you like it was yesterday. Standing room, gone too soon, and I just can't even try to understand. Said a prayer, felt you there. Now somehow I've got to learn to live again. Standing room, standing room. Oh,
And that's Standing Room by No Promises. If you stream it on Spotify, get on YouTube and stream it, then you'll be making a donation to love your sister.